What's up, everyone? It is your girl, Jail Beauty 87 here, aka Grace, and today we're gonna get into the new Beauty Bay New Mood palette. So I ordered this the day it came out. I actually had 24-hour access ahead of time because I have an account with Beauty Bay. So I ordered it, I think the day before it actually released for everyone else, and then it just showed up, I think Tuesday. So it is Friday morning now, and I figured I would film all my intros like I normally do and then come back and film the actual eye looks on Friday night or Saturday. So this is what she looks like on the inside. Absolutely stunning. Here for this color story. Yes, I like it. I'm loving how this shade transforms. This reminds me of extra sexual version from Pat McGrath. I forgot the name of it. In the Mothership Divine Rose Artistry palette, that's what the shade reminds me of. And that dupe that they had at the Juvia's Place palette, that's what the shade is giving. Y'all know me, I'm attracted to the bottom part of this palette. It kind of reminds me of the Sunset Horizon in a different form as far as the colors go, because I'm like, this has the more warm tone and everyday wearable colors, and it has the fun color on the bottom. And I think the same thing with Sunset Horizon. It has like funner shades on the, it has warm tones on the top and cool tones on the bottom. But I'm going to show you some palette comparisons. Now, these aren't exact. They're just comparisons, and I feel like they could be good companion palettes. So this is the New Mood, and here is the Escape Pod. I feel like this is definitely a fun companion palette because it has some fun purples and pinks to add with the like red and the shade, and to add with the neutrals to give it a little bit more of a pop. So there's that one. Next, I have the Nikkie Tutorials X Beauty Bay palette. I feel like this would be a good companion palette as well because you got warm tone side and a cool tone side again. So here they are side by side. So I like both of those. And they look somewhat similar to me. It's like the placement of the shadows are different, but I feel like it gives a good similar vibe to it. Last, I have Smells Like Holiday Spirit from Unearthly Cosmetics, and what it looks like is their holiday palette. Again, I feel like this would be a good companion palette because it has some of the similar tones in it to add on to the tones in here. Like it has a deeper green to go with that lighter green, and it has some fun oranges and yellows to go along with the neutrals at the top for people who would like that sort of thing. So those are all the palettes I have. I don't have too many palettes that like mimic this color story. I feel like the Made by Mitchell's Do You Want Some Milk palette could look similar to this, so I will show that on an Instagram video. But let me zoom y'all on in. Not an Instagram video, Instagram stories, so you can see that. But I'm gonna go off camera and give y'all an eye look. But if you're curious what's on my eyes right now, I have the Amunet New palette from Mented Cosmetics on, alongside the Moonlit, what is it, Moonlit Seduction palette, I believe. Or sorry, Moonlit, yeah, I think it's Moonlit Seduction palette from Pat McGrath, the Mothership 10 palette. So I used the mattes from the Adept palette, believe it or not, because they have the blue and the purple in there. And then I used one matte from the Pat McGrath palette, the reddish toned one in the crease. Then I went ahead and put this gorgeous sparkly shade on the lid. You know, the blue shifting to purple. We're not surprised, it's me. And then I took this shade from Amunet New, the original one, not the new one they came out with, and put that in the inner corner because I just thought it looked stunning with this eye look. So that's how I came up with this eye look, if anyone's curious. But this picture should already be posted to Instagram before you see this eye look. I just want to tell you what palettes I use if you don't follow Jail Beauty on the Instagram, which you should. I'm going to go off camera, do a look with this palette, and I will be right back. Okay, girl? Okay. Okay, y'all, so I forgot one more palette. I got the Violet Vase X Care Bears palette, and I figured I'd show it alongside the New Mood palette. Here, both them side by side. Again, I feel like this could be a good companion palette because it has some more fun colors to go with the fun colors that are in here. Because I'm not a huge fan of half neutral and half colorful palettes, but you know, that's what it is. So, but there you go. Now I'm actually done. Okay, y'all, so I found two more palettes that I was supposed to show y'all before I started this and didn't. So, oopsies. So this is the Capricorn and Unearthly Cosmetics palette. I feel like they have some similarities. The one that immediately came to mind to me was the Made by Mitchell Do You Want Some Milk palette when I saw the color story, because I feel like it gives the vibes that one. It's just more affordable version. So you will see this the main chick, side chick. Let me know down below if you want to see a video comparing them, because we can come up with a look and see if we can get a similar selection, especially since I don't even think he has this on his website anymore. I know he had it at Beauty Bay, but I don't know if it's still there or not. So let me know down below and I will give you a look, because from what I remember, a lot of people didn't like this palette, but I know a lot of people like Beauty Bay, so if that's the deal, then okay. But now, this is the eye that I came up with. Y'all know me, I had to use some blue, so that's why we got the random blue on each lower lash line. Leave me alone. Okay? What you will do is leave me alone. So I felt the watermelon vibes, if you can't tell by the way this eye look is set up. And I've been doing peach on the what is it, brow bone often now and all through the crease. I don't know, I'm just feeling the peachy pink vibe. I've been doing that with blush, I've been doing it on these eyes. Right now I don't have that on, I have berry tone on, but that's because I'm going to review all the Jaclyn Cosmetics stuff, and I didn't go into the pink palette. I went into the one that already had a bronzer and a blush combined, so that way, you know, I didn't have to like try to find a whole bunch of different products to put on my face or go through all the different stuff she had individually to put on. So I used the highlighter palette, I used the blush and bronzer palette from her just to get the look done and out the way, because it's like super early morning. It's like 3:30 in the morning right now, so anybody trying to do all that? Yeah, so I took the shade Tender to start off with right here. That's what's on our brow bone and crease shade, or upper half of the crease. And then I have this pink shade called Passionate. In the crease we have the shade called Energetic on the outer V. The lower lash line has Confidence, the dark blue, and of course I had to use Euphoric on the lid. I haven't picked out an inner corner shade yet. I figured we could go in with this shade Free once we get there, but we'll wait till we get there. That's why I didn't pick an inner corner shade yet, because I had no idea what I was gonna do. Okay, girl? No clue. So I always start off like patting it on the brow bone. This shade is much more pigmented than the one in the Jaclyn Cosmetics video. Spoiler alert, but you'll see that one before you see this one, which is why I didn't mind. So what I'm doing, I'm stretching my eyebrow like this to make sure it doesn't go too far into the crease, because I don't really want it in the crease. So when I stretch my eyebrow like that, I know it's not going to go in the crease. See? And we got perfect shape for the pink shade to go in the crease. And then I dust back over this a little bit later because I put too much like of the shade Passion we about to go with now into the crease, and then it ended up, you know, coming out. So I'm actually doing this the opposite way than I did before I started this video, because I started off with the green first. So I'm going to stop right here and then put the green on, and then I'll go back in with the pink again, because when I was talking, I guess I distracted myself and started dipping into the pink. So we're going to go into Energetic now and put it on the outer V, and then we'll blend the pink further up depending on how much green I put on. And then we'll go back in the shade Tender to smooth everything over. So I'm tapping it out on the outer V. I'm trying to make my wing shape as usual. But I don't know, I just felt watermelon vibes when I saw this, and then I know it has that shade that's a dupe for the shade in Mother's Divine Rose Artistry palette in the Juvia's Place, what do you call it, Wahala 2 palette. I think it's a shade called like Love or something like that, and it dupes that one too. So I was like, let me go ahead and do that. I'm going to bring the pink a little bit further over the shade with the Passionate. We're going to bring that a little bit further over right here. Go back in with Tender, like I said, just because I want the blend to be a little bit more smooth and transition and look a little bit better like it does on this side as opposed to the way it looks now. After all these years, I feel like I still have trouble with some things in eyeshadow sometimes, just because I have two different eye shapes, so I still haven't mastered that after all these years, as sad as it is. So you just have to, you know, do what you gotta do. So I have to always go back in with the shade on top of it, because the eyes are two different shapes, to try to make the look as close to the other look as possible, because the eyes are two different shapes. They gonna look two different ways sometimes. And sometimes in videos when I like be looking, depending on how I did the eye look, I'll be like, dang, I can see like the difference, whatever. I don't know if you all can, but I'll be seeing it. I'll be like, oh, no. Like, I feel like this eye's a little more deep set in, and I feel like this one is not. So I feel like they be looking like two different other eye looks on the eye sometimes, because I have two different eye shapes, and I'll be like, I look crazy. But that's why I be making certain faces I do make when I make my pictures, so that way you can't tell as much, because I'll be like, ooh, no, it's not giving, no. But we gonna make it give though. We're going to make it give, girl. So I'm just going back in with this brush. I didn't add any extra product on. I'm just dusting around. Okay, let's go in with the blue on the lower lash line now to get that out the way while I'm thinking about it. I usually do it off camera, but you know, I forgot today or this moment, because I was trying to figure out what I was going to put in the waterline. I actually put Just a like beige nude shade in the waterline. I heard Auntie Jackie talking about doing it once. So I was like, I'll try it out one night. So that's what I did. Then take some glitter glue and go ahead and, of course, I need fallout on this side, but I got fallout on this side if you all can't tell. Like right in here, I got some fallout, so it's gonna be a little fallout moment there, but you know, that's okay. World is gonna contend. I'm not even gonna take pictures of this look today. I'm gonna redo it tomorrow and take pictures then. I'm just planning on doing Instagram looks tomorrow because I actually didn't have a whole bunch of makeup come in this week, so I can catch up on my Instagram and just give and serve extra Instagram looks or get some TikTok content done because I've been trying to do TikTok, y'all. I'm just not crazy about it. I'm taking the glitter glue and cutting now. I'm like, yeah, I'm not crazy about the TikTok world. I've been getting okay views, I guess. I get more views on there than I do on here, but it's still like, I'm still on the like lower end because I don't have that many followers. Did I have like 31 or something? I'm doing a series right now on there where I show y'all all the eye looks I've done so far this year that are my personal favorites from some of my favorite brands. So I've been having fun doing that. They have this like little countdown thing where they let you post 10 pictures. So y'all know me, I'm extra. I've been posting like 10 at a time. So my first one went up, I think like Wednesday or Thursday. This is the shade Euphoric now. We're putting it on the lid. This is one of those puttyish type shades, so you can't really be trying to swipe it out or whatever. I try to like gently pack it on and then like swipe after that just to try to get my shape going. But because they have that puttyish type, super shock type formula to them, you have to be like careful with these and kind of the way you put them on because it'll be kind of finicky if you don't. I prefer to use glitter glue with these. I wouldn't use them on their own because I personally feel like they're too sheer and they won't build up the way I want if I don't. So that's why I went in and cut with the glitter glue and then did this. But you should do however you see fit, sis. Okay? That's just how I do it. Okay, now I'm going with the brush with the green on it and see if we can like just around the edges of where we put the shimmer. And it looks like I'm gonna have to add a little bit more to the brush. This palette has kick up, so I'm just tapping to the kick up and then like go around the edges right here. You're not gonna waste this kick up, y'all. Not today. Not today. Girl, not today. Just like that's all. So, and looking pretty good here. I want to tap on a little bit more on the lid just because I'm extra, and then we'll go into the inner corner shade, and then we'll talk about my thoughts on this palette as a whole. So just a little bit right up in here, on the very edge. Okay, y'all. Now we're gonna pick our inner corner shade. We grab the inner corner brush first of all, because there isn't one over here. Okay. Let's take the first one I see. So we're gonna take this E30 pencil brush from Sigma. I still remember the number. Sigma is one of my day one eyeshadow brands. Brush brands. So take the shade Free. It's more of that putty formula as well. So I'm feeling like it's a little difficult to pick up on the brush, but we'll see what we can do because it's only the inner corner. So it's not like, oh, okay, I'm liking that. Look at that. See the bright pink? Yeah, I'm here for it. Thank you. Serve it to us. Give it to us. So I bought the new Unearthly Cosmetics palette. It should be getting to me soon. I bought the leather and lace when she had the summer sale that I told you all about. And then what happened? I bought the new Fenty Cosmetics palette because y'all know that's my color story for real. It was blue and purple and it had pink instead of green, but I'm like, that's fine. Everybody else seems to be doing blue, green, and purple. Or Michaela's making it a trend now, so I feel like other brands are gonna like try to do it now. So I like the fact that she does picking it instead of the green, especially since her last palette had green. She didn't want to be like melting every time you look up there's some green. So I think it's good that she switched it up a tad bit, and I'm here for it. Let's go ahead and dust. Again in the creases one more time. It's an eye booger on it. I don't know where that came from or why. Cause let's back it up and talk about my thoughts. So, as usual, the mattes in this palette are amazing. I really love their matte formula. I'm not always crazy about their shimmer formula, but I can make it work for me. It just depends on what kind of brush you use when you make it work for you, how well it will work for you. So, I told you all my technique, and I feel like that should work for you. I would recommend this palette. Like I said, if you didn't like the Made by Mitchell formula, I heard a lot of people saying like the shimmers were rubbery. I didn't necessarily feel like they were that way, but I know Annette's Makeup Corner said she didn't like it as much as she liked the first two, and I feel like this palette could be a good dupe for that. So like I said, comment down below if you want me to compare both of them in the video and do a side by side. I've been doing that a lot lately with a few brands, and I can go ahead and just add that to my list and leave it over here instead of taking it home and then finding out later. So y'all go see this video on Monday, so comment down below Monday so I'll know by like the weekend if I need to try to film it or not. But I like the palette. I think it's great quality. I think it's a unique color story to my collection. It's not as unique as I thought it was, but you have to think I've been making makeup videos for like 5 years now. So yeah, don't, you know, it's gonna be very few things that are unique to my collection, but I'm sure they're unique to your collection unless you're a crazy makeup hoarder like I am. But I like the palette. I recommend the palette. Y'all know Beauty Bay does a lot of sales, so if you don't want to buy it at regular price now, you can still wait a little while and then get a deal. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Be blessed, girl. Bye.